Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you hey okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl, Debbie from Down a Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome to the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right over here, welcome once more. Thank you so much. Now today, I think this is the day that we are going to see how much we can deliver to our diabetic subscribers. We are going to do for you today a diabetic bun. Not a diabetic Easter bun, just a diabetic Easter bun. You can make this bun whenever you want, okay? Now, as I go along, I'll tell you the ingredients that I'll be using, but I will not say the proportion, the amount. I will link it for you in the description. I've been working on the ingredients and the proportion of this bun for you for a few weeks now. I will link for you. I'm just going to say what I'm using and why I'm using it. It's going to be a little different from the regular bun. Now, we're going to be using, for fruits, we're going to be using some cherries, some cranberries, dry cranberries, and these are some papaya chunks. This is how I got them, and I went ahead and chopped them. I chopped the cherries. These are glazed cherries. You know, they're a little sweetie, but if you can get the other cherries like the dried cherries. So these are the fruits they will be using: dried papaya, dried cranberries, and some cherries. Now we're gonna dissolve one bottle of Guinness, and this is a regular bottle of Guinness. I don't know if it's whatever the milligram, I'll tell you, but in Jamaica we just have one standard size Guinness. Okay, now in the regular bun we would put some sugar to dissolve in here. We are not using any sugar, it's for diabetics, okay y'all? So normally we'd have like a cup and a half of brown sugar, but we are going to use some honey. So I'm going to go in with like 1, and I'll tell you how much it would be. 2, 3 of this in honey. So I'll tell you, I'll do the math for you. So we are going to dissolve. Remember, the sugar when dissolved, it gives the bun some moisture. So we'll be using the honey instead of sugar. Remember, it's diabetic, you know. So we are going to dissolve. Now, we are not going to have, put the camera upon me, camera girl. We are not going to have that, now that we have omitted the brown sugar, we'll not be having that desired texture, that moisture. We will not be getting it. When the brown sugar is dissolved, it gives the bun that extra moisture. We won't be having that. So I forgot to work on to get some extra little moisture to that bun. Alright, the honey dissolve. Not bad at all. We have 1 beaten egg. To this, the beaten egg is optional in the original bun recipe. I'm adding it now because the egg will help to give it some texture also, as with a little moisture. To this egg, you know the egg raw, I have here just like about a 1/8 of a teaspoon of dried grated orange peel. It looks a little, but it goes a long way. It's strong. We're using this to put in the egg mixture. So we're going to beat it out, and we're going to put in the 1 egg. I hope you're all in on what I'm doing. Now we're going to add our liquid. We are setting up liquid. We're going to be using dry and liquid. So we'll be pouring the wet to the dry. That's how you do it in the bun. So we have some almond essence. This is strong. It is strong. This is the essence of almond. I bought it in bulk by the ounce. This is just 1 ounce. So I'm going to put in here just about that. It's really strong and it's lovely. It has a lovely flavor. To this, I'm going to add some. This is not the essence of vanilla. It is just a regular vanilla. So I'm going to put in about that. Okay? To this, I've got to add, that's the salt. Okay. So, oh yes. I have here some melted butter, and I'll be needing 2 tablespoons. Remember to melt your butter a little at a time and let it stay there to get cool off. This also is gonna add some extra moisture. So we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of the melted butter. Okay, we have that right there, and we're leaving it to dissolve. Don't worry, I'll link for you. Now we're gonna take this out of the way, and I hope you're all in on this. Maybe a little lengthy video, but whosoever will may stay to watch. We're going to need 3 cups of flour. We're using 2 cups of whole wheat. Whole wheat, the ingredients say just whole wheat, not more than in it. Therefore, hands are clean. See there? It not have nothing to hold it together. So we're going to use 2 cups of whole wheat flour along with 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We need the cup of all-purpose flour to bring a little body, that when you cut the bun stay together. Okay, so we have 1 cup of white flour, which is all-purpose, and 2 cups of whole wheat flour. So we're going to sieve it out. As I always tell you, you need to sieve out your dry ingredients. Anything you're doing, you know it will thing. So we're going to sieve out this and come back. We have sifted out both all-purpose and whole wheat flour. These are our spices, dried spices. So we're going to sift them out also. While sifting, they'll be, you know, properly incorporated. Just a little, and we get it all sifted out. So the dry ingredients, the wet ingredients, everybody's in. Only thing we have leave is the fruits and coloring. Try not to use, our bunting over here is greased and lined. Try not to use these. If you are interested or you care about your health, don't use the mixed fields. So we have our dry ingredients and we have the wet. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna proceed alternately to pour in the wet ingredients. The wet are the mixture, the liquid into the dry mixture, so to speak. So alternately are the same thing as a little at a time. You don't do it all at once. Okay? We can pour all of this now. Now you're gonna put in your fruits. Because you want this thing here, not because it's diabetic, you know, you want. Now look at this. What you can do, because the whole wheat flour is so dry, as I told you, I have to use something to give it the moisture. We're gonna pour a little extra vanilla. And look at the color. If you want it to remain this color, then I guess you can go. Okay, this is a perfect color. But you use a little vanilla, and let us use a little water, not a lot. So we're going to throw some, not all, because the whole wheat flour is dry, as I told you. Okay, remember I told you a little at a time. If you want it to remain this color, you can go ahead, right? But if you don't, we are going to put a little browning, not molasses. A little browning goes a long way. So let us see how this goes. And at this point, we can pour in, but add a little. Okay? I could have gone ahead and put the additional water in the stout, but I wanted to show you how the whole wheat flour operates. That is why you had to put in enough thing to let it remain moist. Now look at this. This is a diabetic bun mixture. Look at what you have. This is perfect every single time. Now what we want to do is to taste for a little flavor. And I know it tastes good enough. Clean hands, your bun. Perfect. I'm not going to say anything to you. It has this little biterish taste. That's why I use the Guiness. The Guinness bitter. Don't use the dragon. A lot of people who are diabetic in Jamaica, they drink a lot of Guinness. The Guinness has some, I don't know, some hops or something. If you did not use the Guinness and you choose to use a fruit wine or something, make sure it doesn't have sugar. Then you would need a little Angostura bitters, you know, but it's good. Now, let's proceed. I hope you were all in on how I mixed it, okay? I hope you were in. I'll just leave every single thing in the description for you. And it is so nice. So what we are going to do, we are going to carefully scoop this out into our bun tin that has been properly greased and lined. And I take it, that's why I don't like them wooden spoon something, you know. Give me my spoon, you know. But we are going to do this carefully because we don't want to lose any of this mixture. So, our oven was preheated 160, no higher, because this thing will dry out. That is why I put the egg and we put all of those things to give it that excess moisture to let it come. We're going to bake now, you know, so we don't know what we're going to do when it bakes, you know. I've not done this before. This is the very first time I'm doing it, and I chose to do it. Let's do it together. That means if we go wrong, I'll tell you what happens. So look at me, camera girl, right in. So you want your pan at this level because you have to leave space for when the heat catches the baking soda powder, sorry, and it starts to rise. Right in 160 Celsius, 320 Fahrenheit on the bottom shelf in the middle of the oven. Gently close it and leave it for 1 hour. After 1 hour, you will come to check. If it's not properly done, you'll have to leave it for maybe another 10 to 15 minutes. But after 1 hour, we will return. Okay, y'all? So now, family, come on, girl, get right in on this. After 50 minutes, this is what we have. It's not fully clean. See it? It's not fully clean. So we are going to go back in for an additional probably 7 minutes. Okay, I want you to look at what you'll have. There is no sheen. I did tell you there will not be any sheen. There won't be any sheen on the top. But we will show you how to get the sheen. So we're going in back, lowering the temperature to 140. Going in back, this is after 50 minutes. Okay, remember we are doing this together. This is a trial. We're doing it together. I could have done it on my own and not showed you. Okay, so please respect this. This is priceless. So after, we are going in for about 7 minutes more. Okay, I went in 50 minutes and this is what we have. That means we're almost there. Okay, because this is different from the all white flour one. Okay, y'all? So now, family, we're out. It smells good though. You realize what it's supposed to stay in the pan on the wire rack for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we're going to come back, invert it directly onto the wire rack, and then we are going to put on our glaze. We are going to glaze the top to give it to lock some moisture in. This is the melted butter that was left back and some honey. So we are going to come back to use that honey and that melted butter to just lock a coat of moisture on top of it here. Okay, y'all? Okay, now family, this is what it looks like. This is your diabetic bun. This is how it's going to look for now because of the whole wheat flour. Now we have gone ahead and we have made the glaze. Let the melted butter and the honey, let them boil like. Now we are going to brush it. Gently brush it. Let it stay on the wire rack until it's properly cooled. And you're going to brush the top and the sides. Don't brush it to let it run down and to make a mess. So all these little cracks, that's the nature of the whole wheat. And if you did not put any white flour in there, you would see what happens. It could not come out whole. So we're gonna go ahead and finish brushing this off, and when we return, we are gonna slice this to show you how inside of it looks. Okay, y'all? Now I've gone ahead and I've used my melted butter and the honey to brush to the sides and to the top to get it with that lock in. Okay, y'all? Now this is it. Put the camera upon me. We have done it together. We have mixed it together. We have baked it together. Yes, from your ends and mine. With this connection, we have done it together. Now we are going to taste and to look at the texture. Remember, I tell you, you will not have the same texture as the regular bun. It is a diabetic bun. It is for your health. If you go to the stores and you see the brand buns, you will see how them dry and toasty and tough. I don't know if them can do something for put. In Jamaica we have, they don't call them diabetic, they call them brand buns, but they are good for diabetics. The taste, you can see that I buy them sometimes, they're good. So I'm gonna cut now to show you this texture. I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. Let's go right in. Shoot them up, camera girl. Please shoot them up, ma'am. Shoot them up, camera girl. Now this is a diabetic bun. It is hot. The bun is not cool. You don't cut these things until they're cool. Now look at this. Look at the texture of the diabetic bun. Look at the moisture. Look at it. Now lick my finger. I'm gonna taste, camera girl. I'm gonna give you a little piece. Camera girl is gonna taste from behind the camera, and I'm gonna taste. She's not diabetic, she's a teenager. She have no clue. I'm gonna taste. Camera girl, have you tasted? When you finish taste, I know it takes a long to taste. Please say something. I've just tasted, but I am now eating. YouTube people, me proud of myself. It is a very, come on girl, say something please.
It tastes really good. It tastes like the regular buns.
I am for the very first time Debbie down a yard. Me proud of myself. I swear to God I've never done this before. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Now there you have it. Your diabetic bun. Diabetic Easter bun. Any bun at all. I'm gonna leave for you in the camera girl is pinching the bun. Camera girl is pinching y'all. I am gonna leave for you in the description, you all my diabetic subscribers. You saw what I did. I'm gonna leave the proportionate measurements. You go you all. Bake your diabetic bun. Enjoy. If you think you have liked this video, you know what to do. Please thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. Not even just give it a thumbs up, you know. Up. When you do, if you have not yet subscribed, when you do, please leave your comments below and remember to hit that notification bell. I'm telling you, if you do this, I think this will be the best Easter of your life from your diabetic. This is mine. I'm telling you, it's off the chain. Now, when it is properly cooled, what you need to do, I'm so excited, but I'm calm. I'm gonna calm myself. When it's properly cooled on the wire wrap, you're gonna wrap it in your plastic wrap really tight. If where you're hot, some of you know it is freezing, you can leave it on your cupboard top. If it's hot like how it happen up in Jamaica, yeah, you gotta keep it in the refrigerator. Make sure you properly wrapped it in that it not dry out. Why? You never see me put no preservative in there. There's nothing in there to preserve it. Okay? I did not use the red label wine because the red label wine is the preservative in the regular bun. I did not use any of that. So you've got to keep it in a cool place. This is just done, it's fresh. Tomorrow, Friday, is the bomb.com. If you have tried it, when you not tried, please do not link me. Debbie from down yard, I'm saying to you all today, bless. Me not have no stress. I'm so proud of you all.